So I have been trying to edit this one video for about a week. The fish in the tank have been set up for sort of 3 to 4 days and it's just taking me forever because every time I try and edit it my computer will crash, the footage will corrupt or it will just run out of battery and I can't do it. So what I'm doing today is I'm editing it. It's already crashed once, so we'll see how it goes, but I'm going to edit today and then put it up on the internet. Enjoy! Me and Pete have found an excellent new game coming out on the Xbox 360 this season, where you get to put your face in a dinosaur. Hi! So now we're all moved in, it's time to start thinking about how I'm going to plant my new tank, how I'm going to make it look and everything. So at the moment I'm washing the gravel. I've already done one load and it took so many washes. So this one's going to take forever because I want to make a sloped back to the aquarium so that kind of when you look at it the perspective's nicer. So I'm going to be trying to do that. I've been watching a few aquascaping videos trying to think about what is going to look best in sort of the way it's set out and everything. I don't really have much money right now, so I'm using what I have. I can't go out and buy lots of nice new matching things, so it's all going to be a bit mismatched, but hopefully like once the fish are in there and the plants are in there and everything, it's going to look great. We're at the stage now with the fish tank where I've decided where I want everything to be. I've got my triangular lines drawing your attention into the centre of the tank and my rocks going off at an angle higher at the back so that the composition is much more pleasing. I put a little bit of water in there just to keep the log moist and to start planting. Okay, so I've taken all of the plants out of my old aquarium and I've just removed them from anything that I had around them that they came in their packaging. As you can see, I haven't really been taking that great care of them. I mean, these ones don't have any roots at all, and a lot of the Java ferns, I think that's what they're called, have been going brown. So I'm going to take any dead leaves off, and I've got this poor little thing here that looked lovely when I got it, and it's just been dying and dying very slowly until it's just become this. So I'm going to try and plant it up and just see if I can give it a new lease of life by looking at after it properly. But a lot of these ferns do have nice root clumps on them, so hopefully once I attach them to the log and get them properly settled into the ground, they're going to get on a lot better. You can see this one actually has a lot of fresh leaves coming up from the base, so this is going to be a great one to replant into my aquarium because it's going to start growing really quickly. What I've got here is just the lid to a milk carton. What I'm going to do is use it to plant one of my taller plants that I can't attach to the log. What it does is you put it down under the sand and then it will just stop them from floating away because it will have all of the sand and rocks over it holding it down. I saw this on a video by the Everyday Aquarist, who is really, really useful if you're new to any of this. So I'm just going to cut a very small slit through this with a craft knife. I'm doing it so small on this one because the plant that I have is actually really, really small. The plant that I've got is very, very thin. It's got very, very thin stems and it doesn't actually have any roots because of the way that I'd had it in my previous tank. So I'm hoping that if I sort of cut the bottom of it so that it's fresh and then pop it into here, it might start putting down some roots when in the new tank. The harder bit is getting it in without hurting it. So there, that's in there, and you can see that its roots are... Wait, I've done it the wrong way up. Got to do it the other way, haven't you? So that the sand goes in. I've just made the hole bigger here, as you can see, so it doesn't scrape the sides of the plant when I'm putting it in. You've got to put it in this way up because you want the circle of the lid to be the one that's facing upwards so all the sand can go inside of it. So I'm just going to push these into here. Actually, I'll choose ones that are looking slightly healthier. So we've got this one that's got 2 prongs. This one here that's got quite a nice purple colour to it. So we'll use these 4. And then this one, I think. you can see the roots coming up, the bottom stems coming up there. And when I put it into the sand and when the water comes up, it will help him to stand up straight. I'm just going to put him behind my log. That's that. I need to decide which one I'm going to use. Okay, so I've got a smaller plant here, and I'm just going to, this one might be able to, now see its roots, because there's no more holes. These ones I've just stuffed into holes because they're quite deep and it will hold onto them tightly. Whereas this one, there's not really anywhere for me to put it. So I'm going to use the tying on technique with a piece of string, just to tie it onto the log, and then it will grow like that. So I've got my piece of string, you probably can't see, and I'm just going to tie the plant onto the log really gently, and this will just hold it on. And because I'm using a black thread, you shouldn't be able to see it very well. I didn't have any green, so black is the best I can do, but this log is brown and there's a lot of dark tones in the tank, so the black should be fine. So that's that there. Because this one's very small, I'm only doing a really tiny simple knot. But on a bigger plant you would need to tie it on a lot tighter. Another one here around the back that I've just tied on loosely. Finally, this plant here I've just got tied onto the back of the log because it's a taller plant, it will grow up behind and you'll be able to see it. I planted most of my plants along the back of the log because of the way that they'll grow upwards. I don't want them at the front of the tank because they'll sort of cover up the rest of the tank. So I've got them mostly around the back of the log. I'm going to grow up like that. And I've just got one smaller one down here just to give it some colour at the front. The rest of my plants I've just planted into the rocks at the bottom of the tank. So I built up a few of the ferns around the large Lake District rock to give it that sort of luscious look when they grow. This little spidery looking one that I said I was having trouble with, I've just planted him down here, covered his roots over. I'm just going to see if he grows. I mean, I'm going to take a lot better care of them this time, putting all the proper plant feed and everything in there when I'm meant to be, which is probably why they're not doing so well because I've been forgetting about that bit. The plant with the milk bottle cap is here. As you can see, it's buried deep and you can't see the milk bottle at all, apart from that little bit there. Now you can't see the milk bottle at all, and I've just got another fern behind there that will grow up and be sitting next to it. We've got some in the cave. The last clip ended really abruptly, but that is that. Keep tuned for when I put my fish in, and I'm going to get some new fish. Well, I've already got them, but you'll see them soon. Bye! Everybody meet Gilbert. Gilbert, this is everybody. Gilbert is the frog that came with our house, and today I have been gardening and made him a lovely little home. Got some turnips planted, some carrots in the holes in these, which I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll see. And then over here I got some lettuce and garlic. Like, the garden was a big mess when we turned up. There's a microwave. But Gilbert and I, we made it good, haven't we, mate? Yep. Go.
Go now.